Welcome learners in the series of videos on topology. This is video number 58 on the course topology, and we are dealing with compact spaces. Okay, in the last videos, if you want me to recall, we have proved that in the last video we have proved that X is compact if and only if any collection which satisfies the finite intersection property also satisfies this intersection property, right? And based on this results, we have taken these two theorems, right? Some implications. Now today let us talk about limit point compact and sequentially compact definition, and let us prove that if X is compact, then it is limit point compact. Okay, and then we will, in the next video, we will talk about the relation between limit point compact and sequentially compact spaces. Okay, so first let us define what is limit point compact space. So first, limit point compact. As the name suggests, it talks about the limit. Okay, so a topological space, let us take this. A topological space, X is said to be limit point compact if this condition holds. So if every infinite, because if you have finite then it has no limit point, that we have already proved in the previous videos. So if every infinite subset, if you take any infinite subset of X admits a limit point in X. So if you take any subset of X which is infinite, it should have a limit point in X. If such a situation is correct, holds, then we say that the topological space X is limit point compact. And similarly, we will define something called as sequentially compact. So as again name suggests, it has to do something with the sequences. So a topological space X is said to be sequentially compact if the following situation is true. If every sequence in X admits a convergent sequence, subsequence. So to show that a space is limit point compact, we need to take an infinite subset, arbitrary infinite subset of X, and show that it has a limit point. And to show that a space is sequentially compact, we need to show that if you take any sequence in X, it should have a convergent subsequence. Okay, and as we know compact spaces, right? Definition of compact space. It says every open cover should have a finite subcover. Okay, so by using this, let us prove that if we have a space which is compact, then it has to be a limit point compact. Let's prove that theorem today here. So let's start directly here. Theorem. if a space topological space X is compact, if X is compact, then it is limit point compact. You can ask if the space is limit point compact, is it true that it is compact? Okay, you can ask the converse part. But right now we are proving that if X is compact, then it has to be a limit point compact space. Okay, so let us prove this. Proof. So to show that a space is limit point compact, we need to show that every infinite set has a limit point. Okay, and to do that, let us take a limit, take a infinite set in X. So let us take let's say capital A. So A subset of X be infinite. Infinite. What we need to show? We need to show that this A has a limit point. Okay. Now suppose to the contradiction that it is this A has no limit point. Okay. So suppose A has no limit point in X. Suppose this happens. This means what? It has no limit point. So if you take any X in X, so let us take a point X in X. This implies this X is not a limit point of A. Okay. So since this X, small x, is not a limit point of A, not a limit point of A, there exists the definition of limit point, right? X is the limit point if every neighborhood of X intersects A at a point other than X. We have already put this in the previous videos. In fact, this is video number 57 or 58, I guess, 58. Okay, so you can check the previous videos. We proved that X is the limit point of A if every neighborhood of X intersects A at a point other than X. Okay, now since this is not a limit point, this implies there exists a neighborhood, say let us take X, so Ux of X in X such that Ux, that neighborhood Ux, intersection with the set A, difference the singleton X is empty. Okay, so if Ux intersection A difference singleton X is not equals to empty, and this holds for every neighborhood, then this X is called is a limit point of A. Okay, so since this intersection difference singleton X is empty, this implies, let us write that this situation implies this Ux intersection A will be a subset of singleton X. So it can be empty or it can be singleton X. Then only we will get this empty. Otherwise, you won't get this empty. Okay. So let's go ahead and say that this happens for this X. That's one X. So for every X, there exists a neighborhood, right? So if you collect all those neighborhoods, and put that in a set, then that set will be the cover for X, right? So then this happens for all X. So then let us take a set of all the neighborhoods Ux, X belongs to X. So we will take a point in X, and correspondingly we will have one neighborhood. Let us take that as Ux. So this is, since it's a neighborhood, it's open, is open cover for X. And what we know? We know that this X is compact. So every open cover has a finite subcover. So since X is compact, there exist, say, finite values, finite numbers, finite elements of this X, say x1, x2 up to say xn. belonging to X such that this X will contain inside union I from 1 to n uxi. As I said in the earlier classes that all these uxi's are the subsets of X, so obviously this has to be equals to this, right? It cannot be a subset. I mean, directly we can say that X is equals to this. Okay, but let us write that X is contained inside this. Just for understanding. Now we have assumed here that A has no limit point and we expect some contradiction. What contradiction? That you will see now. So what will be A? Now A can be written as A intersection X because X is a whole space, A is a subset of X, so A intersection X will be equals to A. And then we know that this will be contained inside this. In fact, we can write equal, but let us write this. Contain inside A intersection X is inside this. So U union of I from 1 to n U X I. Okay, and this will be equals to union I from 1 to n A intersection U X I. Okay, and this will be containing inside union I from 1 to n singleton xi, and this set is nothing but set of all x1 x2 up to xn, and this is contradiction. This is contradiction. Why it's contradiction? Analyze contradiction. Analyze why this is contradiction. This is contradiction because of our assumption, our hypothesis that A is infinite, right? We assume that A is infinite, but after doing this analysis, what we can conclude here is A is a subset of finite set, so A has to be finite, right? So this is contradiction as A is infinite set. And why we get this? Why got this contradiction? We got this contradiction because we assume that A has no limit point. Hence, A has limit point in X, and hence therefore X is limit point compact, right? This is our theorem. If X is compact, then we need to show that it is limit point compact. Here we assume that A is an infinite set. We have to show that A has a limit point. We assumed A has no limit point, and we got contradiction. And hence A has a limit point, and therefore X is a limit point compact. Okay. Also, there is a relation between limit point compact and sequentially compact. So we can show that if we have a limit point compact matrix space, I repeat, matrix space, then we can show that it is sequentially compact, and that we will do in the next video. So in the next video, we will show that every limit point compact matrix space is sequentially compact. We will show that as a corollary, we will say that every compact matrix space is sequentially compact. Also, we will look at the Hen-Borel theorem, which says every closed and bounded subset of Rn is compact. And as a corollary to this theorem, we will show that Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem, which says every bounded sequence of Rn admits a convergent subsequence. Okay, so that we will do in the next video. Till then, stay safe.